Hello, how are we? I can see that we're well. So, I think the timing is divine to now do the new moon reading for April. I hope you are good. I hope you are well. Hello, my lovely goddess. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's give it a few moments. How is everybody? Is everyone good? We're well? And then we can start with our collective new moon. I know I usually give a time, folks, but where we've been having wow, the energies have been beautifully intense and lots of shifts have been happening. I think it's imperative to go into surrender to flow state at the moment, and the more that we try to resist and do the exact opposite of that is where we will usually find that we come a cropper. So yeah, I've just literally been taking that time and going with the flow, and amazing things happen as a result of it. So without further ado, let's allow ourselves to go into the energies with our usual psychic tarot. Hello, family. And let's do a beautiful reading for the collective. So, dear creator of all that is, do you have any messages, universal beings, planets, all one consciousness, past, present and future, 7-plane existence? Do you have any messages for the greater collective? Show us the cards we need to see. Dear creator of all that is, light beings, past, present and future, do you have any messages for the collective when it comes to this beautiful April new moon in both Pisces and Aries energy? Show us the cards that we need to see. Any messages that we need to be aware of? Okay, dear, you want that out? Okay, creator of all that is, do you have any messages with regards to what needs to happen with the general collective? Show us the cards we need to see. You want to do two more? Dear universal consciousness and creator of all that is, do you have any messages with regards to what's happening with the collective in this beautiful new moon energy for April? Show us the cards we need to see. Dear conscious collective, do you have any messages with regards to what is going ahead with all beings on planet Earth for April? Show us the cards we need to see. Do we have any more? Let's have a little look. I think that's all we want for now, but to be honest, we do have... Oh, interesting. Always a good read when it's the collective's read. All reads are great reads, but even more so. Okay, some of the energies that we had last time with the full moon are coming back up again. A lot of the cards are coming back up again with the same ones again, which is quite interesting. Okay. So, folks, we're still in a place at the moment of emotional loss. And again, what did we say this emotional loss was before, yeah? We were talking before the emotional loss of our lives, the structure, the way things used to be, people that have passed, maybe friends that we've lost along the way, because some of us, we know what's going on out here, and so it's divided a lot of people along the way, yeah? So with that is still a apparent and continuous within us at the moment, okay? For those that join me regularly, you'll know that card's come out again. Interesting, because with that card as well, we have, interesting. So, okay, at the moment, it's like I can feel the energy of I can always feel the energy of the collective anyway, but even more so, folks, trapped in fear, okay? Now, what this means is a lot of people are afraid to be moving on from into their new lives and also into their new paths. But then you've also got those that are trapped in fear with what's going on at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it is scary losing people, hun. But then also at the same time, what we need to... Okay, but give me a moment. Okay, so basically, with regards to being trapped in fear for us as a collective, it's a case of realising that we don't have to be, we get to choose whether we make this mental mayhem for ourselves or whether we decide to break free of our own mental turmoil. Because it's quite funny, because we've also got mental conflict as a card that's come up as well. So I'm going to stick those together naturally anyway. Is that surprising? If we're all going through this emotional loss, all of this, another card, disruption is happening at the moment. If anybody knows about the traditional tarot, the disruption card is also known as, if I'm right, the Tower card, yeah? And the Tower card is normally when, you know, you'll see the big burning tower, and what normally happens with that, people look and they can see the fire at the bottom of the tower, and they can see like, oh my God, there's a big fire. But what they can't see is if they jump far enough, they'll miss the fire completely, and there's like safe ground or there's water, yeah? And this is what people need to actually understand and realise. So, and don't be afraid of that. Don't keep yourself in a mental turmoil, folks. Like, everybody at some point is trapped in fear in their lives, but what is fear? What is the whole of this wondrous state of mind? It's all an illusion, yeah? Fear can mean many things. Face everything and run, face everything and rise, or, you know, just go forward and realise that there is actually no fear at all. It's all in your mind and what's been created through different things, you know. What's outside there is the same as, technically, exactly, of the unknown. Fear of the unknown when it comes to starting a new job. Fear of the unknown when it comes to surrendering to flow, our natural divine state of being. Fear of the unknown when it comes to starting a new relationship, starting a new job. Like, there's so many different things that we can have with regards to fear, but then actually realise there is no such thing as fear at all. Yeah, it's another emotional state of being that we choose to decide whether or not that we stay in. Okay, so with that, folks, what we need to start thinking again, and the same cards come up again, folks. What are we not tapping into here as the collective? We're not tapping into our root chakra. We're not tapping into our base chakra. Yeah, because otherwise this energy wouldn't keep coming up. Like, literally, our guides are telling us, stay rooted, stay grounded, realize that everything around us, yes, it is changing. Yes, we do have disruption going on and emotional loss. Yeah. But realise that we've got the choice whether we're going to stay in that trapped in fear within our own mental conflict, or whether we're going to tap into the base chakra and be able to have a solid ground to then make those movements, choices and decisions, which we've already talked about before as well. And this is the number 2, and it's also the 2 of Pentacles for those that realise. There's lots of choices to be made at the moment. And here, very beautifully put with that as well, along the way we are going to get obstacles and challenges, yeah? So when we're having these movement, these choices, these decisions, yeah, think from here. Like, literally, what is the base chakra? Our base chakra is materialism, stability, foundation, our earth, our grounding, material world. all that jazz, yeah? Yes, it is being shook up. Yes, it is in a place of disruption at the moment. Yes, it is causing emotional loss, making people trapped in fear, making people have mental conflict. Which way should I go? Do I go here? Do I go there? What do I do? Then I'm stuck. Because that's the only place that this place gets us. Yeah? When we stay in a mental conflict frame of mind, trapped in fear, we end up doing nothing. Okay? So just be mindful that as all of this is disrupting, there are going to be beautiful choices, movements and decisions to be made. The decisions of what you want to do next, where you want to be next, where you want to go next, how you want to live your life next. You get to decide. The same way you get to decide whether you want to stay in fear or whether you want to continue in a place of mental conflict. Okay? Whilst we're there, my beautifuls, we've already said we're going to get obstacles and challenges. Come on, this is part and parcel, you know? Like, I shouldn't say get over it, but it's kind of like get over it at the same time. I'm just checking any of these numbers to see if they're being repeated. So we've got 2 5s, which is quite interesting because as we know, 5s is conflict. We have a 7, 2 2s, a 1 and an 8, and 2 7s. 3 2s. That's interesting. That's lots of choices. So when it comes to having those movement choices and decisions through to stepping into the base chakra, because we know that disruptions, the tower moment's coming for us all, yeah? And the tower moment is nothing to be trapped in fear or in a mental conflict place about, okay? It's nothing scary whatsoever. We've all been in places before where we've had to like restart our lives again. This is no difference, yeah? 100%, my beautiful Chantal, those challenges are here to test our abilities. We didn't come down here for nothing. We came here to thrive, to grow, not just to survive, but to thrive. And this is what we're turning into now, yeah? Because we grew up and we were conditioned so much that we thought that we were only here to just survive and keep surviving and going through pain and going through all this. No, the buck stops here. It's finished now, yeah? It's time to start getting into our own abilities, our own true purpose, why we're here, what have we got to share with each other, what have we got to give each other from the heart space, yeah? What knowledge can we share with each other? What can we do to empower each other, to encourage each other and ourselves? Because remember, whatever we do, inside, outside, it's all a reflection, okay? Choose wisely when it comes to making those beautiful movement choices and decisions. And remember, at the moment, we're still in balance, yeah? We've just got to always be mindful of keeping ourselves into that beautiful place of balance, yeah? Because otherwise, we get stuck whilst we're trapped in fear, mental conflict, emotional loss. All of these, like, cards that are coming through, it's the same energies. It's like it's getting intensified, and like everything, we know what happens, folks. Like everything, before it comes to a crescendo, it's going to go up and up and up, and what's going to happen? It's going to combust, and then it's going to resettle, and then it's going to, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so keep those in mind. Now from there, I'm going to go straight into our moonology. Something's calling me, I don't know why. Let me have a look. Something's just telling me. I want to see what card's at the bottom of here. Oh, interesting. Again, financial and material changes. Another 5. So it's 3 5s and 3 2s. 2's all about choice, decisions, partnerships, balance, duality. 5 is all about, okay, sometimes conflict, sometimes uncertainty, but sometimes there's so many different ways. You have to make sure you're going the right way. And isn't this funny? Something's just directing my card to the 2 fingers here. Because what colour are those 2 fingers? Red. And what did we just have? The base chakra. Yeah? So even though we've got all those other colours, which are so beautiful, I think for me, we need to keep mindful of keeping solid stability within ourselves. Yeah? Okay. So let's have a look and see what our beautiful cards have for us for our new moon. Let's go. Psychic. Yes, I was told not long ago I'm super psychic, so That's been confirmed now, Mr. Measy. And it's been a very interesting journey because you've been a brother of mine for a while now. So we're long overdue a catch up. Anyway. It's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. Anyway, so grateful to everybody. How has everyone been anyway? Send me some messages. Let me know what's going on. So, dear beautiful creator of all that is, and ancestors past, present and future, and everybody on the 7 planes of existence, intergalactic and otherworldly beings, please bring down the energy collective of those that are joining in with us, whether present or not, into the cards for this intuitive Tarotscope reading for April. Okay. Dear energy, dear creator of all that is, show us the cards that we need to see with regards to April's new moon energy. Dear creator of all that is, show us the cards that we need to see with regards to April's new energy. Thank you very much. Dear creator and all beings connected to the divine consciousness, male and female, ether, show us the cards we need to see. Any more? We're good. No, you want me to go again? Okay, dear creator, let's stop. Dear creator of all that is, ancestors past, present and future, let us know any cards you want us to see. Show us the cards you need to see. Hello, my beautiful knee. Let's have it. Okay, that's why you wanted more. I got you. Right, folks, I'll save that one for the end. So this works out very beautifully. We've got quite a few. These are, if anybody's asking, the first deck is the Psychic Tarot. And funny enough, that was my first ever tarot, and it's my faithful, and it will never leave me, and I love it so much. And this one is the Moonology Oracle cards for those that are wanting to know. Okay, so you ready for this, folks? Okay. We know what we're all going through at the moment. We are going through, as the collective, emotional loss. Some people have lost access to doing their lives, to being able to live freely, to losing those that have passed away. People pass away all the time, regardless of this anyway, if you didn't realise, folks, by the way. And then I have to make light heart of things, you know. We are also going through obstacles and challenges, because at the moment some of us can't move freely and other people are just sovereign, like myself. And then we're trapped in mental conflict. We have trapped in fear here, folks. But know that soon, well, already, once we start tapping into that base chakra, movement, choices and decisions are going to be made. So we need to choose wisely. Make sure it's from a place of balance, because why? The tower's coming. The tower is coming. Disruption is coming, okay? So once disruption comes, boom, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah? And that's for all of us as a collective. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am really feeling the energies at the moment shifting a lot. And they're starting to, like, they get really intense, really heavy, and then it gets light. And then it gets heavy, and then it gets light. So I don't know if anybody else has been feeling that as well. Rihanna, been feeling back in my flow for the past week. Heavy energy today. Could be all the healings I've been doing. Well done, my darling, for showing up and doing the work, not just for yourself, but for all the collective. I'm proud of you. I love you. So with that as well, end of a tough cycle approaches. Nice. I don't know. What should I start? Where should I start? This is really amazing. Or should I start with this? Yes. Bottom of that pack, a new start is coming. Yeah? So yes, we know what's happening and we know what's currently there, but remember, energy is everything. Our thoughts, our words always are giving signals to what is going on in the world, okay? Our thoughts and our words create our reality. So if we keep ourselves in this trapped in fear mentality, in this mental conflict, in this stuck, basically, and we're not looking to the future, to the amazing things that are happening, then you're going to stay in that energy. And this is why at the moment as well, I don't know if people are noticing, the timelines are starting to shift and divide again, even more so. Like sometimes I talk to some people and I'm like, I'm not even like in the same headspace sometimes with other people. So, or has that just been me usually anyway? But yeah, anyway, new start is coming. End of the tough cycle's approaching. And for those who are interested in either love, whether it be with somebody else or yourself, or something that you've been putting your mind and your work to, a new romantic cycle is due to begin. So, like, I don't normally do love readings and love cards here, but I thought that was quite nice. So, interesting. So, like I said, when it comes to romance, it doesn't necessarily always mean, and it's new moon energy as well. That one was full moon, so that's the end of it. And what was this one? New moon energy again. So basically, with regards to a new romantic cycle, people always think it necessarily has to be love. And no, it doesn't have to be love. Some of us have been working hard on crafting ourselves, our skills, what we want to do, where we want to go, where we want to focus on, who we want to focus with, all the collaborations. If you remember in past readings, it's time for partnerships and alliances with amazing other souls within our soul family network. So yeah, allow that romance to begin, allow that work to come in, allow yourselves to just get loved up by what you're doing and who you're doing it with. You know, you can fall in love with life again. It is allowed. You do have permission. Even though there is all this distraction going out there, you've got the choice whether you stay in that mental focus of distraction or whether you decide that you're going to like create a new reality through your thoughts and your words. Okay, for those who have been working hard, do know new moon in Capricorn energy, your hard work is paying off, folks. Yeah, don't stop, keep at it, keep going. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like you need to work until you're hurting yourself, because now we're coming into new earth. Those of us that are starting to work in all these different realms, it's up to us to show precedence by example of how not to do it and how we can work. Yeah, so that doesn't mean working until we feel like we're dying. That doesn't mean not having equal amounts of play as well as work. That doesn't mean working until we feel that we can't physically move until at the end of the day. This means changing the structure, switching the script. It's up to us now to lead by example and let people know, do you know what? I can work a few days a week. I can live my life and enjoy my life. I can get some rest in between. I can enjoy my friends, my family, my job, my work, my research, studying, healing, all in a beautiful place of, oh yeah, I can do a bit of this and do a bit of this, not feeling like I'm chasing that imaginary illusionary clock. You know, we've got that power. So why don't we just do it? Use it. We've got it. So keep with the hard work for those that are trying to cultivate something that's new, something that's here to bring more to the masses. So my beautiful Chantel says, my stomach has been hurting so bad lately. Okay, ascension symptoms, folks. For those that don't know about ascension symptoms, I have actually a whole video on it, ascension symptoms, and I will start doing regular, might do highlights or I might do updates, I don't know, with regards to ascension symptoms and when they're happening and etc, etc. If that's something you want me to do, just let me know. Okay. For those that are working hard, no matter what you're doing and what you're falling in love with along the way, or who you're falling in love with along the way, you need to start, again, come out of that place of fear, come out of that place of, oh my gosh, I don't know, is it going to work out, is it not going to work out? Remember the old patterning. What is the old patterning? Old patterning is, we came here with, as my lovely friend said in the previous video, they showed us here is structure. Structure's good and structure's nice. However, we as divine beings, our natural state of being is surrender to flow. Yeah? Because when we surrender to flow, as I've said before, you plan a night out, you just go out. What night is normally the better night? You know? You go and do something randomly, you just sit there and all of a sudden, amazing things can come and happen for you. Okay? For those that are in that mindset and you've got work to do, please, folks, believe in the impossible. Because there's no such word as impossible. Even the word itself means I'm possible. No such word. It's like when people say alone. There is no alone. It's all one. If you break down the words, just like you break down impossible, it's I'm possible. Again, thinking. So realise that when it comes to, oh, I might have someone to fall in love with. Oh, I might have that new job. And oh my God, is it too big for me to think that? Could I really be successful? Because I've been programmed that we shouldn't be successful. And I've been programmed to think that, you know, my life is limited to only this one. No. We're working on 1% of our brain, remember? Our brain is like, compared to the possibilities of what we actually are able to create. Know that we are good enough, no matter what we do, yeah? Know from your heart that you are good enough to be able to succeed. Know that you can believe in the impossible. Know that that hard work is paying off. That new romantic cycle with yourself, with your life, with everything that all the beautiful work everyone's been doing, everyone's been going inside. And haven't you noticed, the more that we're going inside, the louder the circus is getting? Because the circus knows it can feel our collective energy, like we're rumbling that structure. We're changing the whole course of what's going on out here, yeah? Disruption. That's us. That is us causing the disruption from our inner work, okay? And yeah, know you're good enough. Know from your heart space that you are divine gods and goddesses of higher purpose and beings, you know? Know that some of us are on our 12th cycle here and it's our last cycle to be here. Some of us came down specifically for now. There's others of us who have still got more cycles to complete. Doesn't matter where we are on that journey, we are still all one collective, okay? So start continuing. Also, that hard work paying off, it's just made me think, where it comes with you're good enough, you are good enough. That hard work that you're putting into yourself, not just into your business and other people and relationships and all the rest of it, the hard work of the healing, of the realizing your inner soul and your inner self, like seriously, it's not easy to integrate our shadows. And this is what people always think. They're like, oh my God, I'm scared of my shadow or what have you. But what you need to appreciate is, my beautiful souls and my light beings, is without the darkness, we can't truly appreciate and see the light. Yeah? Cancel, clear, delete, actually. We can, but when we have been through more darkness, we appreciate it more. And then we can connect with, like, it tends to be more divinity, more magic, more other beings, more other planets, more intergalactic, like, literally. There's so many other wonderful beings out here. And our last beautiful card, New Moon in Leo. Lots of new moon energies here. So that's nice, fresh, spring. Real spring hits in on the 14th, by the way, folks. So literally in 2 days' time. So enjoy that. Confidence is the key to your success. Yeah? So that means whether it's success with moving on in your life, whether it be from people, whether it be from lovers, whether it be from work, whether it be from stepping into a new business, whether it be from confidence, just to have and exude that confidence. And again, this taps into you are good enough. Yeah, because when we've got that confidence in ourselves, we feel good enough. We start like, oh my God, like I'm actually bloody amazing. Like, and we should be feeling that way because we are. Yeah. And everything that we've been taught with regards to, oh, you can't blow your own trumpet and you shouldn't talk about yourself and you shouldn't love yourself. Like, yeah, okay. So for me personally, I call bullshit on that. And the reason why I do is because if we don't know how to love ourselves properly, we will never attract the frequency that is going to love us in the way that we would want. Because all we've been doing out here, many of us, when it comes to any kind of relationship, and I'm not just talking about love, folks, yeah? We just get taught to give and 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 not receive. First rule of energy runs in two ways. So if you're giving and you don't know how to receive, and I'm talking about in anything, and the most basic thing, folks, that I want you to take from this is learn to receive a compliment. Most people can't even accept thank you. Or when someone turns around and tells them, you look nice. And then it's like, oh, no, I feel awkward. Oh, yeah, thanks. Embarrassed. You need to switch the script. Because if you can't accept even the most basic stuff, how are you going to be able to receive when you put affirmations out there for manifestations for bigger things? Yeah. So once we start allowing that energy to run into two flow and into twofold, because energy attracts, that's like literally my infinity sign to always remember me, and plus it's my number 8 as well. So energy, it doesn't end, it just continues, and it can magnify and it can multiply, but it never dies. It transmutes or transforms. Okay, so you get the choice. Well, it's funny that you say there needs to be balance, because my beautiful Nick, we had that earlier, was literally the balance card came out. So yeah, exactly that. There needs to be a beautiful balance of both. And it's up to us to then step into ourselves and be like, hang on a second, start assessing those relationships in your life. Start assessing, okay, I'm giving there, but am I receiving? And don't feel awkward about it. Why? Because you're good enough. Yeah? And if that means that you're going to have to cut some people, friends, relatives, otherwise to the side, c'est la vie. Yeah? Because what happens is in life we have times, and we've all had them before, we start doing some work on ourselves, or we might get a new job, or we might just do anything in life, and then all of a sudden people start acting funny towards us because we've decided to so-called get above our boots, or, you know, in their minds, in their thinking, when all we've wanted to do is just you know, enjoy our lives and do the best for ourselves. Yeah? Steer clear of these people. That's all I've got to say to you. These people are not serving your highest purpose, your highest benefit, because if you guys are anything like me, whatever you do, your closest, nearest and dearest are coming and rising with you. Yeah? And yes, it is going to be painful. And yes, we're going to hit into emotional loss whilst we go into those obstacles and challenges of releasing those people. But it's okay. We can release them. And there might be times as well, especially when people do healing work and they go into their awakening in the last year. Like, some people feel so alone. They're like, oh my God, am I the only person out here? But you're not. Yeah. I remember when I had a heavy awakening 4 or 5 years ago now, and I just hold myself in for about 3 months. And funny enough, it was via here I found some of my soul family. And I still continue to find more of my beautiful soul family here as well, for which I'm truly grateful. So, yeah, disruption, allow it to happen. The end of the tough cycle is now here. Like, it's time to realise all the hard work we've been putting in is paying off. As long as we believe in the impossible, know that confidence is the key to our success, And a new romantic cycle begins for us all, whether that be in love, play, work, etc., etc. But at the heart of it all, for me personally in this reading, just know you're good enough. Yeah? Just know you're good enough. I know this is very unusual for me. I got some more cards not so long ago, and I've done a couple of blessings on them, and I just feel to, one of them is called the Sacred Geometry cards, because I'm obsessed with geometry at the moment. So I just want an overall message, dear creator of all that is, universal light beings, for all beings on planet Earth and this time in the 7 planes of existence, past, present and future. Show us a card for this overall reading that we need to be aware of, or anything that we should be mindful of. Dear universal beings, creator of all that is, past, present and future, with regards to planet Earth at this time and all. I wonder if I can try them this way. Universal beings. A bit sticky because they're new. I've only used them a couple of times, so let's have a look. There you go. Boom. This card. Thank you, heart chakra. Folks, it says the frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Know you're good enough. Says it all, doesn't it? And I want to get one more from this new set I've got as well. Spirit animal, folks. Spirit animal oracle. Let's have a little look. Yeah, we're getting a nice little reason today. Okay, let's wrap this up. Dear universal light beings, creator of all that is, do you have any messages for all beings on this beautiful planet Earth, including calling out 7 planes of existence, past, present and future? Whoa! Shows the card we need to see for the overall. No, that's 3. My soul tells me no. Okay. There you go. Boom. Oh, nice. Dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends all illusion. So, what does this go back to? This is going back to everybody being in mental conflict, trapped in fear. Yeah? Like, when we tap into our beautiful heart chakra, our heart chakra will always give us the truth. Yeah? And the beautiful thing about the dragonfly, in fact, I'm going to read this from the book because something's just telling me to get this out from the book, folks. Give me a sec. ABC. Right, let's have a nosy. Dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Dragonfly spirit is here to remind you all of the wisdom and truth available at all times in the hidden realms. Just as a dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, dragonfly spirit appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion. I wonder what that's all about. Many things that's going on at the moment, folks. And recognise the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses, and there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone. Remember I said to you earlier, even the word alone means all one. For a higher power recognises you and loves you, heart chakra, beyond measure. Fear dissipates as you realise you are embraced by the nurturing force that is everywhere. Tap into your heart chakra, there is no fear. If you're truly in your heart chakra, can't feel no pain, can't feel no fear. You can heal your chakra and it can feel pain through trauma that's happened, But if you are really deeply rooted, grounded, base chakra, we had that earlier, into your heart, there's no fear ever, because there's no fear in love at all, ever. So you are embraced by a nurturing force that is with you everywhere, always communicating with you. You exist in unity with all, including the protective spirits who share their wisdoms, and you are being nudged along the path your soul needs to travel to have experiences. Love exists in many forms, and sometimes we overlook it when we don't recognize a particular form. So even the smallest details, pay attention. Pay attention to the signs now. They remind you that each of us has inspired dreams seamlessly sewn into the fabric of the invisible world. And there is a great consciousness that exists in the seemingly empty spaces guiding us on our journey. So beautiful. Open to the truth, letting the wisdom of the hidden realms inform you, providing insights of your conscious mind that it overlooks. Remember, folks, we are running 90% of our subconscious through our conscious lives, and only 10%, yeah? So there's a lot we're missing out. Protection message from this card says, did you really think this world of the senses is all there is? From the hidden mystical realms, signs are being sent to you, but perhaps you have perceived separation and convinced yourself that you are on your own. Have you fallen into spiritual amnesia and forgotten your connection to a spiritual, loving and always supportive universe? If so, rub the sleep out of your eyes. For Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind us all of all the love and support available to us all in every moment. So beautiful. There is an organized principle underlying the events that you have experienced, and the Dragonfly Spirit can help you see and trust that Spirit has your back. Let go of the illusions of chaos and randomness. Love is here. So follow the signs that appear serendipitously. As you pay attention to all the magic around you, you will know you are on the right track. Beautiful. So with that, folks, I know I didn't set a time, but like I said, if we're going to like show the way of the new earth, our timing's got to be divine now. Yeah, let's start going into surrender to flow and start meaning as we head to go on into this beautiful new earth. Yeah, so with that, I want to clear the energy and just say thank you so much, as always, for joining. Thank you for bringing this collective energy. Know that your love and support and encouragement always means so much, regardless of what they try to do to me on here. We are no victims out here, yeah? So if you don't, always, folks, hit the notifications. We know how awkward I love this stuff. And I am good enough. So hit the notifications, press like, share, and I hope you really got something from this. And remember that we are all good enough, okay? I love you all. And let's now just take a few deep breaths. Let's just close your eyes, go into your heart center. And allow this beautiful energy of today to settle in and pass, and know that you are divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you so much. Take care, folks. Bye.